Welcome, Pisces. This is your monthly focus for October 2022. The dogs are like, oh, she's doing another reading. Okay, so let's just tap into the astrology really fast. I'll give you some of the highlights that's happening into your life, but then we'll turn to the cards and really get serious and really dig into what is happening in your life for October 2022. So I guess the first place to start actually is, let's start with Mercury. Mercury goes stationary direct on October the 2nd. And so if you've been having problems, especially within your relationships, this is a time when you'll get the clarity, you'll get the understanding. The fog kind of lifts at this point. And then it will move into Libra. So from the 2nd, I think about the 8th or the 10th, it'll move into Libra. So that is a little bit more about your transformation. And really becoming the mystic in who you are. Really digging to the truth of the matter. Really talking the truth. Really asking questions to gain the truth, the understanding. So that's really going to help you move forward in a beautiful way. Then we have the full moon on October the 9th. And that will be in Aries. So that's all about your money. That's how you might see more of the ways that you've been utilizing your money that you want to get rid of. Maybe you've been overspending, overindulging. Maybe you've been hitting too many fast foods or coffee shops lately, and that money could be utilized better elsewhere. So you're going to pull back in some way. Maybe you've invested your money in one way, and now you're looking at a new way to invest your money or kind of change it in different directions. So definitely about your finances and your growth of your finances. It could be that you might want to start a new career. It could be that you get a raise or a promotion at work. So that could manifest in a whole bunch of ways, but it's more about the doors closing so new doors can open for you. So keep that in mind. And it's really about, your empowerment, okay, and how you want to transform your life. And really bringing those two things together to work in harmony rather than making them separate things in your life. On the 25th, we will have the solar eclipse in Scorpio. And that is about your adventure. That is about that's about your adventure. That's about, going on trips. Now, it could be trips within your mind. Your thoughts take you to your best life ever, and you're growing that in some way. Or it's actual trips that will open the world to you and all kinds of new dimensions. Or it could be learning experiences in order to educate yourself for maybe something that you do want to do going forward, or just educating yourself because it's something that you really have a passion for doing. You don't know if you'll be able to utilize it or not down the road, but it's something that you really want to know more about. Then let's see here, what else is happening? Oh, and then at the end of the month. Okay, so on the 28th, Jupiter, who is in retrograde, has been hanging out in Aries, which is your money, okay? So it's about growing your money. So you've already had a lot of this energy and a lot of this thought. It's just getting hit a little bit more. But at the end of the month, on the 28th, it moves back into Pisces, so into your sign. So you're going to be so well equipped to grow in just the most beautiful, divine way. So it could bring in luck. It could bring in growth. It could bring in money. It could bring in your happily ever after, your best life ever. So it's depending on where you're focusing and whatnot. At the very end of the month, on October the 30th, we've got Mars. Okay, so Mars is going to go stationary retrograde, and that's going to take the wind out of our sails. And for each of us, it's in a different part of our life. But you, it's home and family. So there could be some kind of conflict situation within the household. Do not ignore it. Do not try and sweep it under the rug. Do not try and put it on the back burner. You need to give it the attention it deserves. Okay, so be careful about that. And if you're trying to redecorate and stuff like that, things will probably go a little bit on the wrong side for you. Okay, the people you hire to do certain jobs won't show, or they'll do a rotten job, or you won't be able, you ordered one pattern, a different pattern comes in, you ordered one color paint, a different paint comes in. There could be all kinds of frustrations over the next several months. So leave the home decorating alone for the time being, because Mars just doesn't feel like doing it. Mars just is telling you, you know what? I want you to sit in your home. I want you to imagine what you want it to look like. And then I will go direct, and you can start doing this. You can start planning it. You can start. So really it's about understanding the core values of what you already have, and how you want to build from that, how you want to transform from that when it comes to home, when it comes to family. Okay, so am I missing anything? I think I covered the whole thing. I think if there's any conflicts within relationships and stuff, I think that's probably going to be at the very beginning of the month, because once Mercury moves out of Virgo and heads into Libra, it's done. We're finished dealing with those things, and we're clear-minded about our choices, our decisions, what we've said, what we've done, and who we're with. Okay. We will cut the cards, and we will turn the deck over, and look at this. The Magician appears. Oh, I so want to be a Pisces right now. The Magician appears. This is the underlying energy of the whole month of October for you. So there is magic in the air, magic that you can attach to. You have to show your focus. You have to show your intention. You have to show your drive, your will. But at the end of the day, they're hearing what you want, and they're working hard to make it happen for you in your life, to bring in that success, to bring in that best life ever, one step at a time. Okay, so we'll put that over here, and look what's right underneath it. My gosh, it's the wish card. So start making wishes. When Jupiter goes back into your sign, you want to have all these wishes all ready for it. You want to greet it at the door and say, come on in, Jupiter. Come into my sign, because I've got a list. So, utilize that energy that showed up underneath, the magic that's there. Wow. Could you ask for better? Okay, our first card on the board is the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is saying that you are signing up for some long distance, marathons. It's not those little sprints you're signing up for. It's going to take hard work. It's going to take consistent work. It's going to show up. It's going to be about showing up each and every day. It's going to be about giving it your best effort, even if you feel like no one is watching you. And you're raising the bar on yourself. Several signs have gotten this. Raising the bar on yourself, expecting more of yourself, expecting more of your dreams, your desires, expecting a better, perfect life for you going forward. What does that look like for you? And how are you improving it? How are you raising the bar, saying, why am I settling for that when I could have this? I bet you if I went for it, I could actually get this. And you start raising the bar on yourself. So not only are you working hard, but you're also challenging yourself a lot more in doing better and better and better until you're fabulous and great. Oh, and then we have the Three of Swords. Okay, so when it comes to our relationships and stuff, yeah, we might have some strife here. We might have some sadness. We might have some emotional things happen in our life, especially when it comes to family or people closest to us. Well, that's usually where it comes from anyways, doesn't it? So know that there's also a healing energy attached to this card when it comes out on the board, that it's not all about you getting depressed or grieving or turning towards sorrow, because as you can see, the energy is flowing through you. Just hold that card up as best I can so that you can see that energy coming right through you, going back into Mother Earth. So know that there's healing there for you, available, and to attach it. Okay, so yes, we want to honor our emotions, but we don't want to stay in our emotions. We need to let the healing flow through us and allow the healing as well as the I heard destruction. So long as there is some kind of drama happening, okay, to allow yourself to not only work your way through that drama, but also to heal from that drama. Don't hold it back. Don't hold it in. This is a because you want to work hard. You can't work hard and really raise the bar on yourself if half of you is still in sadness, if half of you is still stuck in that drama and what went on and how they did this and how that person did that. Okay, so that can't be. So you have to heal and you have to let it go. Now let's look at work and career. Look at that. The Death card comes out for work and career. So work and career, what's holding you back? Now, this card being under the Wisdom Stone tells me that you've already got what it takes. You already have the wisdom. You don't need more knowledge. You don't need more anything. You just need to start getting to work. You just need to start doing it. Now, for some reason, you're hiding a talent. You're hiding an ability. You're not letting the true you completely out. You're not letting that inner child sitting there just waiting for you. Please, please, please see me. Because you want to look like this, right? You want to feel the freedom. You want to feel the liberation. You want to go after your dreams. But sitting here, you are so defensive and you don't even want anybody to even see you. You just want to be invisible in some way. It's time to take that cloak off. It's time to lay your weapon down. And it's time to embrace that inner child waiting patiently for you to, I hear, let the explosion of the magic out of you. So that's the words I'm going to use, okay? So this card is saying you can do it, but you have to. You have to. Open yourself up to your creativity, to your inventiveness, to the unique you, your talents and your ability, all that magic that lays within you. And start utilizing it to create your best life ever for you. Okay, love, relationships. Oh, look at this. We have the Empress. Now, even though we're going to have some situations at the end of it, wow, when the smoke settles, it's time to plant new seeds of love, of joy, of growing a family deeper, stronger. I mean, family, you know, I have family. I love my family. We're very close in many ways, and we're very distant in other ways. And sometimes families that, you know, there are dramas, and it does tear us apart. But the Empress comes in here and says, but this cleared your path. This needed to happen. You needed to maybe find the truth of the matter. Maybe in some way it would have disrupted your life going further down your path when you're already well on your way, when you're already feeling that liberation and freedom. So the Empress is here. The Empress is here to say, follow your intuition and be the diplomat. Be the bigger person, but stand in your truth. And plant those seeds for new relationships, new like-minded people being in your life. I really think it could be about partnerships. I think any partnership then would probably be very productive, because I think the home and family is where you're going to be having the issue because of Mars. So If this is a partnership to a best friend and you're getting into business together or something, wow, plant those seeds and watch them grow. If it's a unity of some kind of love like that, a productive friendship, a productive partnership, okay, there is a lot of luck to be had. There is a lot of magic to be had. Okay, your spirituality. Happily ever after. If you believe it, but if you believe you can, or if you believe you can't, you're right. So what does it cost you to believe? Probably nothing. Except now you have a faith. A faith that your best life ever is around the corner. That it's showing up for you. So it's about manifestation for you this month. It's about putting in the work for manifestation. It's about growing your dreams, growing your desires, crashing through any kind of glass ceiling that may have been present. And it's bringing in your happily ever after. Health and well-being, strength, courage. Bring those out. Okay? It is about your strength. It is about your courage. It is about your truth. You know what? You tell a fib, your health will go down the hell. Okay? So, the more you stay within your truth, your integrity, the better you're going to feel. You're not going to lay there and wonder if that's going to come back to bite you, what you said because it wasn't true, or maybe you were gossiping. Watch those kinds of tendencies. Because you have to have a true strength, a true will, and bringing those things out, because we were talking earlier about this cloak that we're wearing. So how are you going to feel great? By whipping that cloak off. By saying, I'm alive and I'm going for it. And I'm going to make every moment count going forward. I'm going to work. I'm going to keep it very consistent. And yes, I'm going to rate myself and I'm going to raise the bar on myself. Because I know that the magic has got my back. That I know that if I do the work, I give it the focus, I do the affirmations, I get the happily ever after. Okay. Now I've been using the Rose Oracle deck. It's a beautiful deck, but it's very faint. So I might only use this in, public readings where the person could actually hold the card and look at it. Although it doesn't get any clearer up close. I'll show you what I mean. It's a beautiful deck, though. Wow, is it a beautiful deck. I'm just loving it. Okay. The bloom. So this is where, and I built it a little stand there with the deck on top of the deck there just to kind of give it a little bit of height. But it really doesn't have much more imagery when I hold it up here. Now that looks like it might be, I don't know. It might be a really fluffy poodle. Anyways, we have the rose, the bloom. We're talking about the bloom. It's amazing how this deck is so extremely close to the reading that we just went through. So we'll see if I'm right with that with the bloom. Watch, it won't match now because I've said that. But we'll go to the bloom. And I've learned that I've just got to read the book for the time being until I get to know these cards a little bit better. So the rose is sending you a transmission. And what it's whispering to you is to repeat after them these words. I let the blooming happen. I resist the urge to hold back. I celebrate all that I have created. I enjoy my moment of blooming completely and fully. Okay, so this card is about reaping the reward for what you have created, dreams manifested into matter. It's a confirmation that you are currently in the bloom phase of your cycle of growth, or that you are about to be. You're not the only ones who got this. I think early on somebody else got this. The bloom is when we're at our fullest. The sun is shining. Things are bountiful. We're at our most expansive. The deep roots of our dreams have been realized. We're blooming. We've made it to where we long to be. We're likely visible out in the world. Life is often adventurous, energetic, positive, good. This card comes with a message to embrace and enjoy these moments, to celebrate what you've already created. Enjoy everything that comes to you. Bask in the beauty. Drink the nectar. Be nourished by the sweet scent of what's now in the physical. Enjoy the harvest. Stop and smell the roses of your life. Life goes around in a circle, and the bloom will not be at its fullest forever. Your work through the seasons of life has brought you to this point. So don't take the bloom for granted. Enjoy it while it's here. But don't hold on to it for too long either. Let it be what it is in its fullest. And when the time comes to return the petals to the earth, do that too. So creation's realized. It's the right time. It's the right time to harvest and celebrate what you've already done, because there is a whole new world awaiting for you. Magic is very present. So utilize the first part of this month in celebrating you. But I don't think you're going to have much of a celebration. That the petals need to be returned to the earth so that you can step forward again. Okay, so it's not a time to rest on your laurels. It's a time to imagine even more beauty, even more wonderment. And if it's been hard for you, because I believe we had the Judgment card first. No, we didn't. Okay. I'm getting my readings mixed up now. So that's... I'm glad you don't have the Judgment card first. I'm glad you have what you have, because it works better with your reading. Throw off that cape. Throw off that mask, what you're hiding from, what you're protecting yourself from. You are protected already. Awaken your inner child. Attach yourself to the magic. Create your best life for you going forward. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.